Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurrect Autos HQ. Today guys, we're continuing with this Ford Focus. We're going to tear off the back bumper. We're going to find out exactly where that water's coming from. I think we all know. It's coming from the vents. We need to get that repaired, get that sorted out. There is some plastic bungs. I was getting messages last night on yesterday's video about just remove the plastic bungs and then that's it shouldn't come back. But water should not go into the areas, full stop. It doesn't matter if you remove the bungs. Yes, it's going to get rid of the water as that water builds up in those two corners. I'll show you that soon, but it still shouldn't go into those areas, guys. So I want to try and sort of help this car as much as I can when it comes to prolonging any issues going forward for the next owner or for the car itself. So to do that, I've got to take the bumper off and repair those vents completely and then remove the bungs and then all that should combined and be a really solid seal, and it shouldn't ever happen again. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're also going to be doing a lot of the cleaning on the carpets, on the seats, on the interior. I have got a dehumidifier in that. It's over there in the box. I'll show you that in a little while. But that come from Mark, one of my subscribers. I know you're watching, Mark, so thanks very much for that, buddy. You reached out to me yesterday. You said you had one and I could use it and borrow it for as long as I want. So thanks very much, mate. I really appreciate that. I went and picked that off him this morning, and we'll be using that on this car. And I'll show you the progress like, on the in the morning and stuff. I'll show you how much water it does draw, because I want to get to behind the dash. I want to get to everything inside the car. Right, that's enough waffling. Let's spin you around. Let's get into it. Let's do this. So yeah, guys, there we go. This is the dehumidifier that I'll be using in the car overnight, and as much as I can. And you can see that it catches the water in a container at the back. So yeah, I suppose the longer you leave it in the car, the better it gets, and bees. But I'll do that, and I'll use it in the car for as many days as I kind of need to, really, just to try and zap out as much of this moisture and stuff as I can. Because, like I said, I can wipe all this up and clean it all up, and then we can pull the moisture from this area. But you'll never get beyond a dash. And a dehumidifier is something that will get, close all the doors overnight, and then turn that on, and it should just clear it right up. But we do want to do this bumper today, so yeah, I'm going to take the bumper off, and we'll get to see the vents behind this. Also, I'm probably going to remove the carpets from both sides, these wall carpets from both sides. Going to take them off, and then give everything a clean, all the seats, and have a good old clean up and a good old wipe up of this car. But before I do and get into that, I really want to go and get the LCD screen. I want to get the new cluster, this cluster screen. So this is what I want to go and get, and I'm going to get the whole cluster basically. And what you do, I had a few comments, people saying I was going to change the mileage and all that. It does not change the mileage, guys, on these clusters. Basically, the mileage is it's saved to the ECU, not to the cluster itself. So yeah, there's no data, because it's only a one plug thing there, and a circuit board. There's nothing. It's all communicated by the ECU. So yeah, so basically what I'm saying is that once I replace this, it'll show up the original mileage on the car. It won't change the mileage, guys. So yeah, there we go. I don't know if obviously if you change the whole cluster, it might change the mileage. I don't know about that. Not quite sure. But we only need the LCD screen. So let me go and get that first. I'll come back. I'll show you it. We'll get into that. We'll swap that over, and then we'll jump on this and then start ripping the back off and, yeah, carrying on with this bloody Focus. So let's do this. I'll see you soon. Right, guys, I am back. And as you can see, I've got another cluster. Yeah, it's the only way to do it at the minute because you can't even get these screens from eBay. They're just not available at the minute. So this is the only way really that I could get it done. This cost £70. And the reason why it costs so much, there was other ones there, but there was like £30, £40. But the reason why this one is obviously £70 is because of this LCD screen, and you can see the size of it is the correct one. They did a smaller one, which is for petrol versions. There's a really small, skinny one. This one is a bit different, so I'm hoping this is going to work. And there's no returns as well. I've got a seal on here, so once you break that seal, then there's no, yeah, there's kind of no returns. So I've just got to try it. I've got to, you know, you've got to try these things sometimes. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, I'll set you up in a second, guys. But I just want to quickly show you. I've got all these other bits and pieces as well. Got a little humidifiers. I'm going to set them in, leave them in the car overnight. Just let them doing their bit. Got some mould remover. That's for the seats and upholstery and all that sort of stuff. Got this for the carpet cleaner shampoo. I'm going to chuck that in there as well. Just going to, you know, chuck as much stuff as I can cleaning wise at it inside that to give everything a good clean up. But I just wanted to quickly show you what I did before I went off and picked up the cluster. I managed to just plug in the humidifier. Oh, there's a scratch there. I didn't see that. I'll have to get that out. Anyway, I plugged in the humidifier, and just to see how much of, if anything, it will pull any sort of any water out. So now I'm back. Let's have a quick look. Let's just turn it off a second. Pull out the tray at the back. Like that. And you can see already how much water that is pulled out of the car. I've shut all the doors and all that sort of side of it. So it's just, and that's just obviously pulling it from moisture and in the air and around the car. So yeah, definitely doing the job. And that's from literally only being, I was only away from about an hour and a half. Got all that out. So yeah, that's definitely doing the job. So that's great. I'll plug that back in a minute, just keep going with it. I've got to open this up later as well, so I'm probably going to shut it down and just run it overnight and let it do its bit overnight. But let's get on with this, guys. I want to swap this over. Let's get this LCD screen out. Let's plug it in. Let's get it in the car, put the ignition on, and let's see if this actually works. And then if it does, we can actually look at the mileage on this car, because I don't actually know what the mileage is. So I'll set you up, guys. Let's do this. Right, so that is that done. And there's only one thing to do, is connect the battery back up and see if it is working. I haven't done this yet, guys. I thought, look, let's just do it together. I'll plug it in and let's just see if it works, and we will see what happens. If anything happens, I don't know. So let me plug the battery back on. I hope this works. Like that. Right, that's the power back on. Now let's see if the screen works. Yes! Oh my God, it come on. Oh, there's the mileage as well. There's the mileage. So 96,168. 96,168. Not too bad for a diesel, I suppose. There you go. Yeah, it's exactly the same. It's working really, really well. Look, it's going across the way it should. So, but yeah, I can't start the car yet because I've got all the plugs unplugged and all that, seats and that. It's just not going to like it. So I don't want to do that yet. Will it matter? No, I'll leave it. I haven't really got a lot of... Only thing I've got unplugged is these two seats. And for the airbags. So, yeah. Oh, do I want to start it? I think I do.
Those of you guys get involved, listen.
Hold on. Oh, we've got some ignition. I don't have to start it. No, look, ignition's on, look. There we go. It's even telling me distance to empty. Oh, and we got a controller here. Look, we can change it. Hold on. Nice, guys. I think we've actually got it sorted. So yeah, proper result. That is proper result. Everything comes up as it should. Hold on. Oh, we've got trip computer settings, system checks. Okay. Driver assist, lighting, display. Okay, cool. So everything does come up the way it should. Wicked. What a result that is. Yes. Right. So, at least, yeah, something's going well with this car. I know it cost a little bit more money, to be honest with you, than what it advertised on eBay for, but because I don't know what that means. To deactivate. Ooh, activated. What's that mean? I don't know what that meant. But I think you just can't get them. You just cannot get those screens anywhere. So to be able to get it out of a donor one, I know it cost me 70 quid, but I think it's definitely worth it, guys. Just rules that out, gets that sorted, and it's another step forward. So yeah, wicked. Right, that's that done. I'll disconnect the battery and then we'll crack on and continue. I really want to get this bumper off. I want to get this back end of it sorted out now. So I'll set you up. Let's get this off. Let's have a look underneath, find out what's going on, and then we can have a real good look at where the water's going in and how much water is sitting in each corner. So I'll set you up, guys. Let's do this. Right guys, there we go. So that's the 2 front seats done and the bench seat done, cleaned. Very good. It's come up really, really nice. So yeah, really smart now. But yeah, I was spraying the mould cleaner. It's a cleaner and preventer, so it prevents the mould from coming back, basically. So yeah, yeah, really happy with that. That's really, really well. So I'm gonna leave it for now. That's gonna crack on. They're gonna dry. Now we can move on to the back and get this bumper off and have a look at the actual areas of the cause of the water leak. I have put these little, they're like humidifiers inside the car. I'll just leave them in there, and yeah, hopefully it'll zap it all up. I've put 2 on the dash at the front as well, and then 2 down there as well, plus that humidifier is going, and it's actually you're picking up quite a bit of water now at the bottom there. I don't know if you can see that, but it is actually picking up a bit of water, so that's good. Right, I've got to move the car forward, so I'll push it forward. Let's crack on with the back bumper. Let's get this off and have a good look at it. So bear with me, I'll set you up. Let's do this. Right guys, so that is the bumper off. Took the grills off the bottom here. I don't think these ones here, I don't think they're causing any issue. I think it's mainly these ones here, because the water runs down the light, back of the light down there, and on top of the vent here, and then runs in there. But you can see the amount of water that's actually inside. It's yeah, it's not good. So that's obviously, hopefully that's our problem. But yeah, cool, that is absolutely ringing. So I need to get this dried out for sure. But there's a lot of water in there. Wow, and there's still a lot of water left over, look. Jesus, that's a lot of water. But yeah, crazy. But yeah, so I was getting some messages and saying, sort of people telling me that just pull the bung out, leave it out, and then that's it. You ain't got to take the bumper off. You ain't got to do nothing else. But if you don't take the bumper off and do the repair to the vent, like silicone it back up, the water's always going to get in there, and not all of it is going to sort of come out of that bung. There's always going to be, so if you look, the actual inside of that piece of metal, the bottom piece goes down at an angle. So there'll always be water inside this chamber, but it'll always escape, because obviously the lowest point, highest point will always find a way out, if you know what I mean. So, but the trouble is with doing that is that obviously there'd always be water inside that chamber, and you don't want that in any car. So yeah, so basically how you sort of do it is you push this bung out. I think it goes up. So as I push up, this will all come out on the bung. See what I mean about that? Look, so I thought that would all come out, but it hasn't, because that chamber sits at an angle. So if you can imagine, all that will be sitting inside your car if you don't do the repair to the vent. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's obviously the issue. and it's probably gone up into the car, probably up here, I'd say. Gone through there, maybe, or the seam. It might have gone through the seam of the actual on the corner there, the seam at the bottom. You just don't know, but it's done it both sides. I'll show you the other side. It's there. Oh, let me get the bucket so we can squeeze that out. There. So yeah, not as bad as the other side, but still quite a lot of water that's coming out of there. So yeah, and then there you go, there's the bung. So, you know, don't get me wrong, I will probably leave that out, and obviously just do the repair. But you can see that there's still water in there, look. If the bung was out, no water would come out, you can see. So that's the amount of water that would always be in your car on one of these Focuses, sorry, if you don't do the repair to the vents. So it's definitely worth doing, guys. I've got to do it. So there we go. That is... I'll get this carpet off as well if I can't get it out of the way, because that's all soaked in there as well. So I want to get this off so I can clean those as well. But yeah, there we go. Right, so at least we've got it open now. It can start drying out. I'll get the carpet cleaner in and then suck all that water out that's in there, both sides. And then, yeah, just begin the process of just cleaning it up and making sure there's no condensation, there's no water inside the car at all, really. It's pretty much drying out already, to be honest with you. Like, all these channels are soaking wet. It's all drying out really, really well, both sides. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, right. Guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. I've run out of time again. Don't forget to give the video a thumb up if you appreciate it, guys. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow on the next one. So, yep, let's just keep going, moving forward. But we are getting there. So, thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.